All right, let's go ahead and get into this. Hello, Irish Jazz goes to trolls. Actually, I don't think you like me, but I will say you were in the chat last night, and I have to say with you, you call it out whether you like somebody or not, and I really appreciate that. I really, really do. Thank you, One Whispers. I appreciate it. Yes, money does make people evil. Believe you me, absolutely, it does. Okay, so I'm going to do a vertical. Clint's making the fish right now. I'm going to be doing fish tacos, but, where is Lisa? I have not spoken to Lisa. When Lisa was in the hospital, I messaged her and I heard nothing back from her. Mugsy had told me she was in the hospital. I messaged her. I'm a little confused because some of the stuff that was said in the chat last night, I'm just a little bit confused by this. Lamb chop, you always ask me that. Thank you. So anyhow, here's the thing. When I was up on Deadliest last night, William and I were not talking about anything bad. Now, if he goes over to Paula's, because I dropped down, if you guys, hey, Seth, I dropped down because I'm not going to argue with Kira, but I did. Okay, so Iceman took down all the videos of the Blocky boys, which is them, or Deadlies when they would come over and talk to Kira. And they had videos all the way up to 2 to 1 week ago, right? And I was able to clip those. But last night, what I was able to do, because I didn't know if they were, because everybody's taking their freaking stuff down, which is stupid. Own who you are. And then, so we're going to go ahead and play it, but I'm going to read the chat and what was said. Now, I don't know why William said what he said. I was not happy about it. I do know, however, he was really, really, really upset with Kira. And you guys are not going to sit. Okay, so in the chat, y'all were putting her down. I saw that. A few of you guys were calling her out for what it was, but a lot of you guys were in the chat saying some really nasty stuff when she was up on panel. So I don't understand. I guess this is like the shunning thing, and that's fine. I kind of started out doing things on my own and having 40 people and just covering crimes. That's fine. And then there was an account called Low Something in Reddit. So I had to trace that account all the way back to 3 years because I have to. So let's go ahead and get into this really, really quick. Because what I'm not understanding is, Jen, just do you and your live content. I understand that. Kira came up on panel. I know, but the thing is I'm going to show proof how she is, because Berlinetta and Paula and them, they give zero craps about Kira. And if Kira wanted to give William money, which when Kira was up on the panel, well, hey, KK, you say shout out to Big Booty Brenda, and I'll say shout out to KK's Big Shoulders, and you can enjoy the block button. You want to call Brenda Big Booty, and I'll call you Big Shoulders. And that's okay. You shouldn't be paying attention to Brenda's badonkadonk. It's not about the opinions. It's about the stuff that was said in the chat. Listen, I love Lisa. I really, really do. But the things that are said in the chat are equally, I wouldn't say equally, but the stuff that's said in your all's chat is really, really bad. Yeah. That's it. Like, I don't understand. Oh, and hold on. So I was wrong. I want to apologize to KK and her badonkadonk or whatever. KK is not the Toddy account. If you pay attention, there were two accounts, Lori Darling and Toddy. Toddy is a guy, because when okay, so I'm watching the chat and they're talking, and then two accounts come in right after, and then you don't see Toddy or Lori Darling. So I'm just saying my apologies. Yeah. Listen, I'm all about the truth as well as everybody. I mean, I'm one of those people that, hey, William, I'm one of those people that I believe that everybody should be at the same, it's just not fair. So if William says something like somebody should pass away, then why is that okay when I'm told to take a hot hit and to flop around like a fish? Why is that okay? It's not. And then y'all sit in the chat and you guys are saying god awful stuff. Remember, if Kira and I literally recorded every one of the Blocky Boys things and what was said between Kira and Berlinetta, and Kira saying the big black wee. So do I agree with what William said last night? Nope. And I told William that I don't get it, because William was really, really upset with Kira prior to him going over to Paula's and Berlinetta's, who have been very, very comfortable on Dudley's panel. Kira said to William that she helped him out. So I'm out. Are you the new sheriff or trying? No, So anyway, hey, Windshield. Exactly. Shout out to the hot hit that you guys want me to have. That's good. Listen, I just think that everything should be fair with everybody. That's all that I'm saying, honestly. That's it. Hold on for a second. Hold on, William. Okay. Whew. William drinks too much and has devil 666 on his name. Zero credibility. So if he makes a comment about the P word, the P Lucy, then how is that any different than you guys making comments about calling them the we word? There's no difference in that. That's the way that I feel. If they're talking about stupid shit, I drop down. That's it. Just like everybody said, they have excuses for everybody. Rochelle's over there trashing me, and Kira says whatever she wants to everybody. I had to record a lot of shit, and that's it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Okay. I just know it's not an excuse, but he got really tanked last night, and he knows it. And I said something because if you notice, when we were up on panel, we were just talking about normal stuff. When Kira came up, everybody was a cunt and all the stuff she says. And I'm telling you, Kira is not a victim. And she even said that she did not. Right. I always sit in the seat chat and be truthful and don't lie. Yep. Irish Jazzy, you do. You call everybody out. And they're, 100%. 100%. It's very telling when people are taking stuff down off their channel and nobody's, it's bullcrap. Own who you are. Put your stuff up. That's it. That's all I say. So, I went to St. Vincent de Paul today. I scored a really, really cute shirt. Like I said, this week there were 2 tags. I was able to get 2 shirts for $1.49, and the other one I had to splurge because it was a Gap shirt, so I paid $4 for it. So that's it. You guys don't like Kira. You don't like her. While she was up on panel, y'all were trashing her. There were 2 accounts calling it out as it was. The Sentiment account and the Ghost of Trolls. Y'all were calling it out. So that's all I can say. Pay attention to your chat while y'all are putting her down. You guys were saying stuff. It's stupid at this point. We were doing fine before all that stuff happened. So thank you guys so much for coming in. I'm going to do a vertical. That's what I'm going to do. I am. And there are a lot of people in the community that I really love and I really, really care about. And I don't understand when they're like, oh, well, you're hanging out with Dudley and William. That's why we can't hang out with you. And it's like, wait a minute. When's the last time Paula and Berlinetta and Charlie and them were on Dudley? So when it benefits them, then they go up. If it doesn't benefit them, and that's why I said I think a lot of my friends are using them as scapegoats. And that's bullshit. Charlie D was up there recently. Berlinetta was in his chat. So you guys can't say that me and Amzie, I'm about to call you. Me, Amzie, William, and all of us, because the stuff that was in that chat last night was disgusting, and I saw it. Kira is not a victim. Nobody should be telling anybody it came out of her mouth how she should spend her money. Hey, just me. We got people getting floor tiles, vanities. So how is that any different when somebody cash apps somebody to get floor things? Like I said, how is that any different? Kira's an adult. If she can dish it out to people, which she has, and she said god-awful things, then nobody should tell somebody that's an adult, and she's very, very smart. Nobody. And if you guys got mad at me about Jules, if not, you guys said that if somebody's going to do the S word, then they don't advertise it to people. But it's okay for Kira to say that, and that's happened to her. And then that has, that's the way I feel. I'm really upset because I miss Anne a lot. I miss her a lot. I miss going into E11s. I miss a lot of stuff, but I don't understand why it's okay for Berlinetta and Charlie and Paula, people that do the real life shit, and all is forgiven when Charlie had a wellness check and literally called somebody to Kira's house, but that's okay. I don't get it. I just don't get it. That's it. No, because I could turn around and say, hey, you guys bought floor tiles for Sophie. You guys bought a birdhouse for her. I could sit here and go, oh, she took advantage of you guys. How is that any different? How is that any different than somebody saying that they were going to put a kid on a P site, but that's okay? Or somebody being on a panel saying the hard N word and you're sitting there and you don't even say anything to them. It should be fair. And I was like looking at the chat, like Dixie Lee Ranch, she was my mod. And then she said something that I'm going to cry and I'm due for it. And I text her, I said, what did I do to you? You know? But when it came out of Kira's mouth twice, and she made the decision to come back over on panel. CC Truck, I'm not going to allow you in here if you don't unblock me because I cannot see you in chat. I've apologized to you, and if you haven't heard it, I'm very sorry for things that I've said, but you've said some really nasty stuff. Nasty, nasty. What do you mean I lied on Lincoln? That I said I saw his autopsy picture? I did see it because on the side of his temple, there was a freaking hole. And he was at a theater and that Booth's guy jumped. Yeah. So what am I lying about? And why are you paying attention if you're just coming in to put me down? People say I use drugs. I'm not using drugs. So they just unblock me and you can come in. I don't mind you coming in and chatting, but if people are going to block me and you're going to come in just to say stuff, then, you know, it is what it is. And I heard that Kira apologized to Carrie, so I'm really happy about that. I know, just me. I just don't understand it. And then the timelines and the people contact, I don't like it. I really don't. Because nobody knows what's going on in my real life and what I've rectified and what I haven't, you know, got a lot of stuff going on. What's going on with old Honest Abe? Well, let's find out because okay, so there's this site where I was looking at, they show you autopsies. No, you weren't in there, Irish Jazz. And listen, here's the thing. I don't really care where anybody goes. It just hurts my feelings when people are calling me this name and saying this horrible shit. And then I look over, I don't even talk to like half my friends. And I don't understand it. CC Truck, his autopsy wasn't photographed, must have fallen for some. It was. I saw it. But if it wasn't and it was an AI, then I'm very sorry because that absolutely looked like him. Right where his temple was, there was a hole where it looked like that's where he was shot by that Booth's guy. And he was at a theater, I think. Hold on. I'm very sorry, but that's what I saw. And if that was wrong, then I'm sorry. Because he holds me to a candle. He comes in here and then he's in another room calling me a predator. Yes, I did see an autopsy photo for Marilyn Monroe because she had like a faint sprinkle of freckles. Yes, I did. Exactly. Yes, I did. Now, if it was AI, then I'm sorry about that. But that's the two that I saw. In fact, I also saw Tupac. So that's what I saw. Oh, God, you guys are relentless. Thank you. Yes, Sonny, it was. I can't block him because he came in here I can't see him, honey. I can't see him, just me. They come in and they're, thank you, Amzy. She literally had, yeah, because his ribs were up. I mean, and that's the stuff we were talking about last night before Kira and Paula and stuff. Like, we were just talking about regular stuff. And I just said that she looked beautiful. No, I'm not full of shit. Marla, then it was an AI. Why do you care, honey? Why? Why do you care? But I do have a magic trick for you, okay? Poof, be gone. Dildo, I'm going to let you say here. Gump. Have you seen a magic trick? Poof, be gone. I'm just as good as David Copperfield. Yeah, hold on real quick. Let me go into my chat. I think you're confusing dead photos versus autopsy. Oh, well, if that's the case, then I'm sorry. Thank you so much for explaining that. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But I saw them. He had a little thing on his temple. I promise you. I'm so sorry. If I did not word it the right way, I'm very sorry. Like, extremely sorry. Thank you, Dildo. No, I'm sorry, Irish Jazz. You weren't in there. I didn't see you in there. My bad. I get so excited and ticked off that I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. What did you want? What happened? William and I were doing a live. We were talking about normal stuff. We were talking about images and stuff like that. We were talking about movies. We were talking about family stuff. And Kira came up on panel and was rude as hell, started attacking me. And then she said, talk to William. Yeah, you were. Thank you. I appreciate that. At least you didn't say, I'm full of shit. I know. I know. I know. I just don't get it. I really, really don't. The stuff that's been said in this community and the racial comments and the homophobic comments, and I get accused of it, but I've heard the shitty crap that's been said on Paula's thing, and they do. You're not the only one who knows magic. I told my kids a long time ago, if anyone has a problem with you, it's probably not them. Well, that's your opinion, and I have a magic trick for you. Poof, be gone. Yeah, you guys are coming in under blocked accounts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in through my sock account. Maria taught me this, and I'm just going to block y'all myself. So let's do this. You guys will never, ever, ever understand because you guys I'm blocked out of 3 rooms. Yeah, they do sound good. Here we go. Maria, if you ever told me one thing that was true, it was this. Some of y'all are making her look a little when I say a little. Okay, let's go. Who's in my chat? Whatever with K. So you're looking up dark web murder brews. Absolutely not, K. So see you later. CC truck. So see you later. Block. You guys think you're slick. We got Irish Jazz, Zodo, CC truck, Seth. Sunny came home. CC truck. Irish Jazz. And I don't go to the dark web. Definitely don't. Okay. Yeah. And what pisses me off is KK's doing the same fucking thing now. They get physically threatened. I get told to frickin' do hot hits. But if I say, and I know I need to control myself. I do run my mouth. I wish I did not run my mouth the way that I did. I'm going to work on that. Hey, Zoe. I don't know what the dark web is, but it doesn't sound good. So I'm not part of the dark web. Charlie is mad because what goes up on Dudley's panel and he says stuff, and then he came in and called Charlie's a simp. Sorry, Charlie, but you are. I didn't do anything to Charlie ever. He was fine with me, what, a week ago? Less than a week ago? I don't care whether Charlie's mad or not. Because here's the thing. When we're merged into communities where we've all been friends for like 4, 5, 6 years, just like in the Workyverse community and y'all's community, you guys have known each other for multiple years. And because of Jewels, our communities have merged together. So we have people playing these stupid videos back when I was fucking loony bins, and you guys are making it out like it just happened. You are. I didn't know anything about the Workyverse. You guys came into the game really, really late. So how do you know everything that's going on? Why? Because y'all are playing the worst videos from God knows when. And it's not fair. Because y'all's videos are horrible too. We all fucked up. We all said rotten things. I'm just saying. And if you want to thank anybody, thank Jules. So when people are like, oh, I can't be cool with you because you were on Dudley's panel. Well, y'all were on Dudley's panel. So I just feel like I can't do enough. Like when I'm cleaning my kitchen, it brings me, like, I know to ignore it, but I feel like I don't do everything the right way, but I'm learning. And I think that, like when people say that I'm not mopping my floor the right way. I just blocked CC Truck. Why do you keep coming in? I don't mop the right way. Then, when I first met Paula was like, you missed something. So I get up on my thing and, I'm cleaning it and I almost pass out. I do. I have. Absolutely. I have. And I'm taking response. I absolutely have. I know that. 100%. I'm not saying to exclude me from anything. I'm just saying that there are other people that have said things. I do. I really, 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 really try. Like everybody's like, get over in the corners. And I literally, to me, a deep clean is when you have like bleach and you're on your freaking knees. And I'm just like literally doing the best I can and cleaning it. I take your guys' opinions very, very seriously. So that's why when I got up, I'm trying to clean up in the corners. And then now they're making fun of me and saying, oh, well, she could have broke her stove. And it's like, but you guys told me. And I was only trying to please y'all. And then, I get made fun of. And all it is like, just give me suggestions. It doesn't cost anything, even if you don't like me, to be like, hey, you could have did it differently like that. I'm not saying, I'm older. I just miss a lot of my old friends. I really, really do. And when I say I'm trying, I'm really, 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 really trying. Promise you. I love my husband. Very much. Oh, and to let you guys know, I called our probate court today because I need to get another, by the way, in our county, they don't show marriage records, just to let you all know, because we are very married. And actually, our anniversary for a year is, when is it? August 8th? 2 weeks. We started talking in 2019 and we've been together. Sorry, because I'm so happy and I love him so much. I do. We've been together in 2019. Started talking. We got together June the next year because I think Vixie was in there and Sylvie was in there. So June of 2000, July to June 2000. So 6 years. 6 years. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on real quick. Sorry. Yeah. No, AC is a no-go. He is never allowed in here. Hey, a pimp on the run. How you doing? Well, you're not on the run anymore. You know that how I found out? Sly Hot Dog told me that he was on the loose. Did you clean off the counter? What counter are you talking about? William is your dad and he hates you? Well, I'm sure he'll get over it. I didn't get along much with my dad either. Yeah, AC is definitely a big no. If you guys could block him, I don't want him in here. He creeps me out. Jen, please read my comment. Jen, there's trolls that tell you to do things like climb on your stove, make your own decisions. Don't listen to trolls. Yeah. Why are you still here? Hey, AC, I love screenshotting your stuff. You know what? David Hasselhoff ain't got crap on me. Poof, be gone. Anyway, thank you guys for coming in. 97 people, 97. So you want to do timelines, you want to tell the truth about stuff, and timelines it'll be back. I unblocked everybody like a dumbass cooch. You know I do that when I get pissed off, and I did it like a week ago. I know I shouldn't have done it, cooch. But cooch. Yeah, you know why? Honestly, and I don't mind letting you know. So when I was doing the deep clean and getting under every single thing, I took everything, like when I was cleaning and stuff like that, I was just throwing everything everywhere. So that's why it was. I mean, when you're deep cleaning, you're not thinking the very last thing that I'm going to do clearly is I'm going to throw everything away and put everything up and sweep and everything. You guys see me clean. I was just doing a freaking deep clean. That's it. If I didn't do it the right way, I'm sorry. I know I won't do it again, Cooch. Cooch, I will never do it. I know, Irish Jazz. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cooch. I'm very sorry, Cooch. I love you, Cooch. Honestly, I love you to death. We've come so far. I won't do it again. I promise you. Promise, 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 Cooch. Cooch, and I got something today, and I thought of you. No, it's not that I don't know how to clean. In fact, when I was younger, there's no excuse that I wasn't cleaning. There's no excuse why I wasn't cleaning. Even when I lived at the townhouse, Katja can tell you, Katja was at my townhouse more than anybody. So, Dildo Swaggins, that's Shyla. That's not very nice. Shyla. Sorry, no boundaries. I want to show you, Cooch, something I got.
Yeah.
Where's that bracelet? Where's the bracelet? Oh, okay. Cooch! I have to show you this. I'm in a towel. I have a towel. Not in a towel, but my head's in a towel. Yeah, I didn't know. Stelly, I don't know why you're trying to go. I saw a lady cleaning and she threw ice in the toilet. It was cool. Cooch, look. Hold on. I'm in a towel, so I'm looking in a towel. My hair's in a towel. Miss Cleo said the bumps tell me your math is wrong. I don't know what you're talking about, Miss Cleo. You just charge a little too much for those telling the future things. Hold on. Okay, I'm not going to show my face. Okay. Hey, wait a minute. Why can't I show my face? Oh. No, I would clean my home anyway. Just saying. Just like you told me to put my things in a box. I did. Here. Gooch. Here. It's an owl. Do you see that? I thought about Cooch and I got an owl. Exactly. For 99 cents a minute. Will your legs get... Oh, Whitney, what's up? I gotta... Yeah, it's an owl. And I have a diamond art painting that has shrooms on it. No, it has planets on it. I'll get the one with shrooms. Me too. Hey, Sonny, how are you doing? God, it's been forever.
I left yours.
No, it doesn't fall on deaf ears, snitching. It doesn't.
I didn't put anything on yours.
Okay.
So I'll leave you to that.
Hey, clear Taurus. Hold on. Poof, be gone. Poof, be gone. Y'all got me blocked in frickin' rooms. Samey. Not saying, just saying, can't stand Brooke and talks about all of you. Yeah, she made a comment about my kidney disease. Stuff ain't a joke, man. I have to go back to the annual. Like, that stuff is not a joke. It's not. I'm scared crapless. I haven't been put down under anesthesia for the last time I got my teeth done, my wisdom teeth. I have not had any anesthesia, and that scares the crap out of me. Please don't be rude. No boundaries. You have said, I mean, just saying you have said things. Yes, you have. I've seen you. I have screenshots of it. Yes, you have. You said things out of pocket. Yes, you have. You absolutely have. I've seen it. When you were in Jules's room, you said god awful things with vulva La Roca. Yes, you did. And you and I were fine. I don't know. Anyway. Hey, Crafty Cats. I won't, Straz. I'm sorry. I don't know. I haven't talked to Brooke. I've apologized. I haven't talked to her. So I don't know. I miss her. I love Brooke to death. A lot. Anyway, thank you all for coming in, and I'm going to do something to my raggedy ass hair, and keep an eye out for me. I'm going to do a vertical, and we'll see what we can get into. Thank you guys again, and thank you, mods, for coming in. I really, really appreciate it. No, I call her Vulva LaRocca. No, I'm not misinterpreting anything. I don't call her Viva LaRocca. I call her Vulva LaRocca because that's how she acts. Nope, she doesn't. Yes. Vulva LaRocca. Her and Shelly D are not my cup of tea. Well, AC, the people that you've represented, David, you know who I'm talking about? So you need to quit it, sir. News stations work both ways. You need to quit it. You understand that? Anyway, you guys have a good day.